In this lesson, we're talking about recommended storage management tools. There are three different types of tools that you're going to use, and it really depends on both your personal preference as well as the best case scenario for how you are going to be managing these tools. For example, the graphical user interface is going to be very easy in order for you to view and modify data in a one-time format. However, if you wanted to do that a lot more often, you're going to have to use scripting. The tools available in the graphical user interface are going to be the Azure Portal, the Azure Storage Explorer, and the Visual Studio Cloud Explorer. For command line, it's essentially going to be the Azure CLI command line interface. And finally, scripting allows several languages like PowerShell, .NET, Java, Python, Go, PHP, Ruby, and Xamarin. Besides obvious scripting, Microsoft is definitely recommending the Azure Storage Explorer. This has access to view the blobs, files, queues, and tables that are part of a storage account, as well as Azure Cosmos DB and Azure Data Lake. And finally, you'll be able to look at each individual virtual machine disk that is available in your subscription. Some of the really cool aspects about Azure Storage Explorer is the ability for you to choose multiple subscriptions, the fact that it can connect to both Azure and Azure Stack and the government cloud. For Visual Studio Cloud Explorer, which is available in Visual Studio and is primarily made for developers, it's built on the Azure Resource Manager stack. It has the ability to view groups and resources and inspect properties about each one of those and perform key developer diagnostics within Visual Studio. So if you're creating an app and you're using Visual Studio Cloud Explorer will be much better for you when creating applications and using diagnostics.